Hello everybody and welcome on back to another video. My name is Matthew Cagle and today we got a new camera. Better quality, better sound hopefully. And later in the video you will see that we actually have a new bass drum camera. You'll actually be able to see what my feet are doing instead of just being able to hear it. Today's song we will be doing is Believe by Staind. The tempo for today's video is going to be 114 beats per minute, but let's not waste any more time. Let's get straight on into the video. Okay, so the beginning of the song is going to start with a beat on the ride cymbal. That's going to sound like this. Okay, so this main beat that I just showed you right here can be broken down into two separate rhythms, right? The first one is, right? You want to play that 3 times. In the third one, he transitions to a pattern that is pretty simple, like this. Now, he does this part 4 times. So he does... He does that 3 times, and instead of doing on the 3rd time, you just want to go straight into... No, he plays that 4 times, and on the 4th time, he leads out with a crash. Now that I have taught you that broken down, let's play that with the song once more. Pretty simple. This is definitely one of the easier parts of the song, in my opinion. But after you get that down, we can continue. The next part of the song is the first verse, and the pattern that I'm about to show you will be repeated 2 more times throughout the runtime of the song. So let's get straight into it. So that pattern that I just showed you right there, you want to repeat that 4 times throughout the main verse, okay? Now before I actually play it with the song, there is a fill leading into the chorus, and it's going to go like so. So you want to transition from... So after you played the pattern that I just showed you for the 4th time, you want to do a pattern that goes like this. No, so starting from the 4th rep of the pattern. Now that you know where it's placed, I'm going to break it down, go it slower. So on the and of 4, on the previous measure, you want to go... Leading out of the flam that I just showed you, you want to do a rhythm on the tom. Some people call it a lick. It's going to sound like this. Now, at full speed, it's going to sound like that. Now, as far as sticking wise, there are 2 ways you can play it. You can either do, or you can do. It honestly depends on preference, whether or not you can actually do. Yeah, I can barely play it, and I've been playing for a long time. So once again, you can either do, or you can do. Relies on preference. So all that together, once again, is going to sound like this. Okay, so that's, now that I've taught you that whole section, we are going to play it with the song. I sit alone and watch simple. Once you get that down, we can continue on to the chorus. Now the chorus is going to transition from eighth notes on the hi-hat to quarter notes on the ride. Now since the main pattern itself is pretty long, I'm going to split it up into two parts and then play it together once I've broken it down. Okay, so the first half of the chorus is going to go like this. Right? I'm going to play that a little bit slower. It's not like this. And okay, so once you get that down, the second half of it is right, a little bit slower this time. Right, so that whole beat that I just showed you together, all together, is going to sound like this. Okay, so once you get that down, we can continue, because the rest of the chorus is the same pattern that I just showed you, repeated 4 times in a row. So you want to repeat everything I just showed you 4 times. Now let's play it with the song. Once you get that done, that is the whole chorus done and ready to go. The next section of the song is pretty easy, mainly because it is the exact same beat as the first verse. However, the one difference is the fill leading into the second chorus. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the whole second verse all together, and then I'm going to break down the fill, and then we can continue on from there.
All those smiles you've had to fake, and all that you've had to take, just to lead us here again. I never have the things to say to make it all just go away, to make it all just disappear.
Like I said, the first verse is almost a repeat of the second verse. Now that fill that I was talking about, it is the first snare drum hit of that fill is in the exact same placement as the first verse, where it is on the and of 4, and then it goes. All right, so slowed down a little bit, it's gonna sound like this. Okay, so a little bit of a lead-in with the starting from the last rep of the pattern. Okay, once you get that down, we can continue on to the second chorus, which predictably is not only the exact same beat, but also the exact same length. What I'm going to do is play the whole second chorus in its entirety, mainly because, well, I've already taught it to you. So without further ado, let's get started.
This life's not always
right, once you get that down, it's pretty easy. Once again, I've already taught it to you, so it's just repetition at this point. So the next section of the song after the chorus is kind of hard to really label what part of the song this actually is. Usually there's like a guitar solo, but he's actually singing during this. But that being said, I'm going to play it with the song and then break it down from there. You know the drill by now. Okay, so now that we played it with the song, let's break it down. The main beat on its own is going to sound like this. Right? Pretty simple. Once again, you will have the sheet music and the basic camera on the screen. So hopefully that shouldn't be too hard to follow. But the fill that leads out that you just saw right there, the fill that leads into the rest of the song is probably the simplest in the entire song. It's just... Right? Now that I've broken down for you, we can play it once more with the song. Okay, so the next portion of the song is pretty much the beginning of the song with the ride pattern. Right. It's pretty much that, but with lyrics, right? So let me just play it for you.
Alone and watch the clock, trying to collect my thoughts, and all I think about is you.
So, as you can tell, the section I just played for you there was the exact same pattern and the exact same length as the beginning of the song. So pretty simple, one of the more straightforward parts of the song, in my opinion. Okay, so the next section of the song is pretty simple. It can be broken down into, once again, 2 separate rhythms. So the first rhythm being... Right? Okay, so that pattern that I just showed you, he plays that 3 times, and then on the 3rd time he goes. So that, what I just played you right there, you also play that 3 times. So all together it's going to sound like this. This next fill that I'm about to show you is kind of a mixture between the fill leading into the first chorus and the fill leading into the second chorus. So let me show you.
Even me, 'cause I was made for chasing dreams.
Right, so slow down. So it's gonna be.
Is what it seems. Believe in me, 'cause I was made for chasing dreams.
So once you get that down, we can continue on to the next section of the song. But what I'm gonna do instead is, because technically at this point in time you have learned all of the beats to this song. You've learned the verse, you've learned the intros, you've learned this section, you learned the chorus. Because the last section of the song is just a 3rd chorus. There's no differences. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and do the full run through because once again, technically you've already learned everything. So without further ado, let's get down with the final run through.
Sit alone and watch the clock, trying to collect my thoughts. All I think about is you, and so I cry myself to sleep and hope the devil I don't meet in the dreams that I live through. Believe in me, I know you've waited for so long. Believe in me, sometimes the weak become the strong. Believe in me, this life's not always what it seems. Believe in me, 'cause I was made for chasing dreams. All those smiles you've had to fake, and all that you've had to take, just to lead us here again. I never have the things to say to make it all just go away, to make it all just disappear. Believe in me, I know you've waited for so long. Believe in me, sometimes the weak become the strong. Believe in me, this life's not always what it seems. Believe in me, 'cause I was made for chasing dreams. It's my life, it's my choice. They're my words, hear my voice, and just believe. Sit alone and watch the clock, trying to collect my thoughts, and all I think about is you. If you believe in me, life's not always what it seems. Believe in me, 'cause I was made for chasing dreams. Believe in me, I know you've waited for so long. Believe in me, sometimes the weak become the strong. Believe in me, this life's not always what it seems. Believe in me, 'cause I was made for chasing dreams.
And once you have done that, pat yourself on the back because you have successfully learned Believe by Staind. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos. You definitely don't want to miss next week. It's going to be an exciting one. But with all that being said, I will see you all next week.